What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking. What's up, everyone? This is another episode of Next Level Thinking, and I'm going to start doing a little bit more of these solos, get this podcast back going. Give a quick shout out. Thanks to my good friend. I'll keep the name disclosed for now, but saying to get back going, of course, with a guest and much more, but I have to get things going again so I can keep y'all motivated, inspired, and get the momentum going. But other than that, the subject matter I want to hit on for today is the childish adult. I think that would be a good topic to hit on, the childish adult. So, of course, as you can probably hear all the time, age ain't nothing but a number. And the more I go through it, especially with experience, and as I look around, seeing of what goes on among others, I am starting to believe that more and more each and every day. Because you can be 50, 60, 70, 80, shoot, I don't even care, 90, jokingly, and much more, and still have a childish mindset. It really comes to where you are as in maturity in your own kind of mind. And let me explain that a little bit better. And when I explain this better, I promise you, you're going to probably say like, oh man, that is so true on so many levels. Like, if you think about it, think about the time where a person got upset because something they didn't agree with or something going their way. And if their response was reacting with a whole tantrum without being mature to listen to understand why that person said that, or come up with a follow-up question, and just not act on pure emotions as in, I can't believe you did this or that and much more, that is a perfect example of a childish mentality, especially in an adult. Because you got to think about it, like, what does a child does when they don't get something that they do not, what does a child do when they don't get what they ask for? They pull a tantrum. You can be like, the child can be like, I want to get this candy bar way over here. And when you say no, they're like, ugh, I don't never get anything that I want. You always look the bad at me, or this is the worst of me. You never give me anything. It's always this. That's a tantrum. Without even considering why I said no. Maybe it was because I said no because we're about to eat lunch, or maybe I said no because I don't have the cash flow or whatever to get the item or whatever. I'm just making it up. But because the person or the child, or I'm gonna say that as a child reacted like that, that's a tantrum. And you see that same thing happen in adults. Male and men and women do the same thing. And we have to start realizing that. And when we see things that we don't agree upon, and I'm talking to myself as well, we have to take a moment. And is it going to be easy? Let's be realistic. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not. But when we have those moments where we don't have something that we agree on, take a moment and just ask, why did you come up with that? Or why are you saying that? Is this the question to follow for your own understanding? And if both parties are mature, the other party will give a reason why they stood by that or gave that response. And then you will have understanding on both ends. Now, with that said, if you ask why for more clarification and understanding, and the person who you're asking that question for, just so you can understand why they say yes or no, and then their reaction is, oh, because I say so, this, or you just do this, then now they are acting like a child and having a whole tantrum. It really comes down to effective communication, y'all. We have to really, I wish this was really set, we built on this way earlier in our past years, but I feel like effective communications and getting past things that we don't agree with has to really be pushed hard, not only in the household, but in schools and much more, because that is like one of the biggest problems that society has. Just because someone does not agree with you don't mean you have to pull a whole childish tantrum and just go off emotions without knowing all the full effects. And this goes very deep in any kind of relationship, especially marriages, engagements, and much more, because we see it time and time again how people don't like to hear certain different things, even though it may be truth. And they don't want to, they respond angrily out of emotions without getting clarification, or even worse, the person that they ask, it's like, okay, can you tell me why did you come up with that? Oh, you should know already. Now you're acting childish. That is not effective. Effective communication should be leveling the playing field so both parties can have a mutual understanding. Get your emotion out of the way. Emotions and going straight from emotions do nothing but cause trouble. And we see this all the time in marriages, engagement, relationship, work relationships, and hell, if I want to just throw it as a guy thing, even in sports. I can't tell you how many times where something has gone wrong on a football, basketball field, a court, and much more, and without them just, kind of getting back, to the teammate and be like, hey, what's going on? Let's do this next time, or doing a call and quick timeout and just revamp everything and get back on course. They go a whole tantrum, like you, and what happens when the athletes start pulling a whole tantrum like that? They most likely start falling apart and getting their tail whooped. They get whooped at every angle because they're not on the same page. They're acting childish, and the other opposing team is like, ha, y'all some dumb fools. We're gonna go ahead and stay linked in sync and communicate a lot better, and we're gonna whoop your tail because apparently y'all not on the same page. So we're gonna take advantage of this and embarrass y'all even more. So make sure when you're doing this, keep your emotions down and be logical. Stop acting like a 4, 5, or 3-year-old, because that's what little kids do. We are grown. Stop acting like little kids. And I can't tell you, I feel like this message needs to be received by all of us, including me, and much more. Stop acting like childish adults when you don't get what you want. Just because someone says no, and just because you don't get what you want at that time, does not give you permission to act like a 4 or 3-year-old out of your emotions just to feel, keyword feel, like you need to be justified. That is not mature. That's very immature, and that shows your how much more you have got to grow. It's time for us to grow up so we can get to where we need to be. Communication affects all parts of our lives, ins and outs. And I'm speaking from my experiences, looking at other people's experiences, and not only that, the world's experience, because a lot of these things can be resolved with a lot more effective communication, reaching an understanding, because it reminds me what my professor said in college. We can agree to disagree on things, but we just got to come to the end of the day and have an understanding and have respect for each other. And when the world gets to that point, this place will be a hell of a lot better, instead of trying to kill each other just because of a difference in opinion. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. It's free thoughts. Everybody has access and everybody has permission to do that. Do we always have to agree with them? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, it is their free speech and opinion, which they rightfully have so. And you can actually still have a great relationship with a person that may disagree with you or have a different opinion, as long as y'all both reach a mutual understanding and just move on. Move on. Don't waste all your energy on that and then play the blame game back and forth just because a person has a different opinion of you. That's what makes us all unique. We all have different opinions and backgrounds. So I hope this is some great inspirational knowledge from my experience to help you and be encouraged to take it to the next level, because communication is all parts of our life. From the day we say, mama, to the day we leave out, effective communication is all part of our life. So take that. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, share it on your Facebook, Instagram, all that and much more. This is Chris Holmes, and we out. Peace.